The mouse says, what the fuck? You expect me? He said, wait, I got an idea. The mouse runs home, goes into his garage, excuse me, it's too loud. Goes to his garage. Excuse me?
I'm Dominican.
I don't give a fuck what you are. You about to get fucked up. Better chill out. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all better tell them my motherfucking pedigree. I'm Michael motherfucking Colyar, okay? Let me tell you something. If you cut my head open, words will fall out. I take words and kick them and spin them and flip them. I'm so good at this shit, I stop in the middle of my joke, fuck you up and get right back where I left off. You better calm the fuck down. There's about to be a brand new show in this motherfucker.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Welcome to the crack house. Skid so wild you gon' tap out. One clip in and you crack now. Running back now. Whoa, whoa. This that crack house. Welcome to the crack house. Laugh so hard, almost throw your back out. Hit it like, hit it like, hit it like, don't back out. And subscribe for the next one blackout. This that crack house. Welcome to the crack house. Screenshots ready when we spaz out. Hit it like, hit it like, hit it like, don't back out. And subscribe. Let the crew max out. Crack house. Whoa.
I want to introduce myself to you. A lot of you folks don't know anything about me. Just tell you a little bit about myself. I come from your average American family. In fact, my kid brother is currently in the witness relocation program. But I'm not talking about government witness relocation. I'm talking about Jehovah's Witness relocation. They tired of him knocking on the door all the time, which is weird because we Catholic. Any Catholics? Any Catholic? You Catholic? Me too, but I'm a happy Catholic. I've already accepted the fact that I'm going to hell. Let me tell you what happened. We went to Catholic church, but we couldn't afford the school. I remember the time the priest come to my house. He was talking to my mama. He said, Miss Colyar, how come your kids don't go to Catholic school? She said, oh, no, we prefer to beat them at home. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but my kid brother, we thought he was possessed when he was born because he had them 3 6s in his forehead. Okay, I'm lying. He really had a full house. But we cleaned him out. We cleaned him out. Oh, let me tell you what we did to my father, because my father sometimes would strike us, hit us and stuff, and I didn't like that, so I'd always get him back. We'd be sitting around the dinner table, and we have guests. He'd reach for something, I'd do this, do this. But this is how we really got him. He believes in cryonics, where you freeze the body, bring the body back, and he insisted that when he died, we freeze the body. So we got him back. When he died, we had him cremated, but we put the ashes in the refrigerator. So that worked out pretty good. Did y'all see Boondocks? Have you been seeing that new show, Boondocks? It's very funny. But they use the N-word a lot. And I heard my man John Sal in his radio show talking about the N-word. And I see we have a European in the audience. Raise your hand, my friend. You, white guy, that's what I mean, white guy. Yeah, that's what I call all white people. And let me tell you something, my friend. I'm gonna tell you now why I don't use the N-word, my friend. And if I'm out of line here, you raise your hand and correct me, sir. Because you're gonna be our white representative. What's your name? Chuck. That's a nice, firm white name, Chuck. So, if I'm wrong, just raise your hand. I don't use the N-word. If you've heard me, you know I don't speak it when I'm talking to people. I don't use it on the stage. And I really don't use it when we got company. Now, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Europeans over the centuries have assimilated. Now, assimilated is to take on the culture and the styling of another culture by hanging out with that culture. Like, for instance, white folks will tell you they're the kings of rock and roll, but Little Richard is still alive. He'll tell you who created that art form, and y'all done messed up the electric slide. So, you got me, no, really. So I don't like to use the word around you because I don't want you to take on the word, say it around some of my friends, and get hurt. Now, on the other hand, black folks have taken this same word that's used to make us feel bad about ourselves. It's a word created to hold our necks to the ground, but when we together, we suck all the power out of it, kick it, spin it, flip it. Whoo, that's my knee. Did you see that? But if you say that word round company, they'll forget one day, golly gee, that's my knee. You got to knock somebody out. So I don't use that word. I don't use that word, my friend. Now, here's a joke. This guy had amnesia. Couldn't remember a damn thing. Every place he went, he carried a little black book around in his inside coat pocket. Now, in that book, he kept all his pertinent information in alphabetical order. See, that way somebody asks him a question, he'd look it up in the book. See? See, man? Anyway, the guy man is on bed. Another guy approached him. He said, pardon me, sir, pardon me. Is your name Mr. Smith? Mr. John Smith. The guy whips out the book. He said, names. My name. Smith, yeah. Yeah, my name Mr. Smith. He said, Mr. Smith, you ever been to Chicago before? The guy said, travel. Travel. Chattanooga, Chicago, yeah. Yeah, then Chicago. He says, fine, why are you in Chicago? Did you happen to meet Mrs. Myron Breckenridge? The guy says, acquaintance. Breckenridge. Yeah, I met Miss Breckenridge. He says, fine, while you was there, did you happen to have an affair with Mrs. Breckenridge? The guy says, affairs. Yeah, I had an affair with Miss Breckenridge. He said, well, I'm Mr. Breckenridge, and I don't like it. Got the book said opinions. Opinions. Damn, I didn't either. Okay, now, let me say this to you. Hold up, y'all. I ain't got no lot of time. Let me say this to you. Please be careful when you're going to the fancy schmancy restaurants nowadays, okay? I went to the restaurant the other day, and I got to tell you, it really shocked me what happened. They hurt this guy. I got to tell you what happened. I was in a restaurant the other night. They had Louis the 13th. Anybody hip to that? Louis the 13th is one of the finest cognacs made by man. $170 a shot. The empty bottle, $770 is hand-blown glass. This guy came in, ordered 6. They lined him up. He drank them straight down. Bartender said, whoa. You sure drink those fast. He said, you drink fast too, if you had what I got. He said, what you got? He said, 50 cents. 50 cents, yeah. They were still whooping his behind when I left. Ooh, let me tell you this. I have a standard joke I like to do. And this joke, I've done it many times, but I love this joke. I'm going to share it with you. Remember, I do old jokes. I like old jokes. I don't think an old joke should die just because the person that wrote it did. He can't use it no more. Red Fox, one of the greatest comedians in my lifetime. Red Fox created 75 comedy albums. Red is dead. He can't use that joke no more. What are we supposed to do with all these great jokes? Throw them away? Heck no. I tell them to you tell them at work, you're a hero, and you pay no royalty. This joke, 42 years old, the man that wrote this joke died 3 weeks ago last Tuesday. Help yourself. It's the In the Groove joke. This guy goes into the restaurant. Obviously, he had an attitude problem. Walked right up to the waiter, said, excuse me, Bubba, but I want you to go in the back. You tell that cook I want a cheeseburger. Not too greasy, not too dry, but right in the groove. And hey, while you're at it, throw in a large order of French fries. Not too crunchy, not too soft, but right in the groove. And hey, while you're at it, you might as well whip up a chocolate milk shake. Not too thick, not too thin, but right in the groove. The man went in the back, talked to the cook. Came back out 5 minutes later. He said, look, the cook said, tell you to kiss his behind. Not to the left, not to the right, but right in the groove. The routines are real things that actually happen to me. We actually do have a trainer. I got to look at this butt-naked body every day, and I don't like what I'm seeing, so I need to work on that so we are exercising and doing our thing. A thing I always talk about is my addiction. Wherever I go, I talk about the fact that I was an addict. Kids, don't do drugs. And you adults, you need to quit too. Don't do it. Now, I did drugs for you. I want you to understand that. I want to check it out, see what it was like, so you wouldn't have to go through it for yourself. Oh, I can feel the appreciation just rolling up on the stage. I didn't even want to do crack. I had to. I couldn't find any good weed. Anybody remember the original nickel bag? $5. You'd have, and this is before it was legal. It's medical, so you can get it if you got a license, but $5. And you'd have enough weed for you and 2 of your friends be high for a week. Back then, they had a thing with 3 fingers. They called that a lid. 3 fingers, $15. Now they got indica, a chronic, bubblegum, kush. Little old bag like that gonna cost $25. You got to smoke it all by yourself and drink a 40 ounce, and you might get a buzz. And let me tell you something. The police have now figured out a way to tell if you've been smoking weed while you're driving. Let's say the police driving behind you and they suspect you've been smoking weed. Car full of smoke. They'll flag you over to the side, have you let down a driver's side window. Then they run up to the car with a huge box of Captain Crunch. If you grab, they get you. They get you. Now, did anybody else Ever had crack, Sesame? Oh, I'm the only one. Well, I ain't gonna lie about mine. I'm glad that I went through this so I can tell this story to save other people. Truthfully, I did 9.5 years. I smoked so much crack. One day, I broke into my own damn house. I ain't lying. I was halfway out the door with the TV before I realized it was my place. And before I broke in, I used to stand outside and case the joint. I'm 57. I'm tired as hell right now. Let me tell you. Sometimes I be out so long, I be outside so long, I say, dang, this brother don't never come home.
And a mouse. Pretty good friends. Pretty good friends indeed. We're walking through the jungles of Africa. Man, their own business. Walking down the street. Wait, I'm sorry, sir. The path. The elephant trips, falls in a huge hole, so I can save me. Save me! The mouse says, what the fuck? Do you expect me? He said, wait, I got an idea. The mouse runs home, goes into his garage, excuse me, it's too loud. Goes to his garage. Excuse me?
I'm Dominican.
I don't give a fuck what you are. You about to get fucked up. Better chill out. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all better tell them my motherfucking pedigree. I'm Michael motherfucking Colyar, okay? Let me tell you something. If you cut my head open, words will fall out. I take words and kick them and spin them and flip them. I'm so good at this shit, I stop in the middle of my joke, fuck you up and get right back where I left off. You better calm the fuck down. There's about to be a brand new show in this motherfucker. Anyway, let me get back to the joke. Anyway, the mouse said, wait, I got an idea. The mouse runs home, goes into his garage, gets out his Mercedes Benz. True story. True story. Oh, we doing Maserati. Thank you. You throw me, loud lady. You throw me. Okay. Sleep fast, motherfucker. You know. Okay. Gets out his Maserati. True story. Drives down to the Ace Hardware, buys some rope. Puts the rope in the back of his Maserati. Drives back out to the hole and shouts down to the elephant. He said, listen, I'm gonna tie one end of this rope to the back of mine. You tie it into your snoot. That way we pull out, you'll be saved. It worked. It worked. Pretty good friends? Pretty good friends indeed. Sir, are you still following this story? Okay. Couple days later, elephant and mouse walk through the jungles of Africa. Mind your own business. Walking down the path. This time the mouse falls in the hole, starts to save me. Save me! So, because the elephant whips out his dick. Drops it in the hole. Tells the mouse, you run up my dick. You'll be saved. It worked. It worked, my friend. Do you know what the moral of this story is? If